please come into Shavasana. We're going to start with, we'll do our short settling like we always do. Then we're going to do a short practice of full yogic breath. So you have a little guided practice for those that might be still new to it and struggling a little bit. And then we'll do a few warm-ups and we'll get moving. We've got quite a few new practices today. So just checking in with your physical self this morning. Noticing your energy, noticing how your body feels. And noticing where your thoughts are. And if they're not in your body, try to bring them there. Making a full connection to how you feel this morning. And then shift the awareness immediately. Just putting a pin in how you feel physically, but shifting to your breath. Making that connection to the natural breath. And I'm hoping that those that are new to yoga this semester are really employing this centering technique of just natural breath awareness. When you need to reset, calm down, focus. So following the natural breath, noticing how much of the natural breath is taking place in the abdominal region. And then please take your right hand and place it on your navel. Take your left hand and place it on your sternum. And let's begin just a short practice of abdominal breathing. Then we'll separate thoracic breathing and then we'll put it all together for a full yogic breath. So beginning by taking a breath in through the nose, directing it to the navel, feel the rise of the right hand. Left hand remains still, exhale, release. Continuing at your own pace for a few minutes, either breathing naturally in the activating the diaphragm naturally, just breathing however, or breathing rhythmically. Natural abdominal breathing or rhythmic abdominal breathing. Left hand and rib cage remain completely still. Breathing from the nose to the navel and then back out again. On the next exhalation, discontinue abdominal breathing. And focus now on the left hand and begin thoracic breathing, either natural thoracic breathing or rhythmic breathing in a 1-to-1 ratio. The right hand is quiet now. Full focus on the expansion and contraction of the rib cage. Navel is quiet, and you're focusing on the middle lobes of the lungs. Feeling the outward expansion. And then your next exhalation, discontinue thoracic breathing. And now we'll move into the full yogic breath practice where you will fill up the lower lobes of the lungs, feeling the right hand rise. Then you'll continue to fill up, feeling the left hand rise to capacity. You can't take any more breath in, and then you're going to exhale. The left hand's going to fall, so you're going to release from the top to the bottom. So beginning by inhaling into the right hand, feeling the right hand rise with the navel. Continue to inhale, feel the left hand rise and pause. And then exhale, left hand falls, right hand falls. Inhale into the right hand. Continue to inhale, filling up the middle lobes to the top of the lungs, and then release. Exhale, left hand, exhale, right hand. And continue for the next minute or so. Just focusing, visualizing the breath going in from the nose and filling up the lowest lobes of the lungs, then into the thoracic cavity, and then filling up as high as comfortable, keeping that air in the lower part as you release the middle. That takes a little coordination. At the end of your next exhalation, take 2 more full yogic breaths and then release your hands back to the sides in Shavasana. Let the breath go back to its natural rate and rhythm, noticing any changes in it, remembering that when we practice full yogic breath, we tend to breathe more deeply. Our mind quiets. If we're feeling angry, it can help subdue some of those feelings of anger. So we're going to move right into our practice now. So bring your awareness from wherever it is back into your body. And we're going to start with a set of 10, either mini, half, or full boats, Nakasana. So this is where we're lifting our legs and our arms about 6 inches. You don't need to see me because we've been doing this one quite often, unless you do need to look if you forgot. Otherwise, your awareness is on your navel, in your whole abdominal region. If you're doing mini boat, your knees are bent. If you're doing half boat, one of your knees are bent. But you're taking your shoulders off the mat and your legs for the full boat. Same thing for the mini boat, just one leg at a time. So beginning by taking a breath in, diving the belly button down, lifting the arms and legs off, and hold for a moment. Check to see, are your shoulders in the same level as your heels? If not, drop your feet down. On an exhalation, release. Inhale, lift. Pause, relax your shoulders, chin off your chest, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 7 more. If there's any strain in the neck, maybe don't go up as high, or maybe choose half boat or mini boat. Continuing is up to 10. Noticing if you're looking at your toes, you're probably taking your head down. So look, you should be looking, most of you should be looking maybe, depending on where your wall is, the mid wall, or maybe the crease where the ceiling meets the wall. Again, breathing is the way you choose to breathe in this is up to you. Once you reach 10, relax. Now we're moving into a new twist. So some of you have not seen this. So I don't want you to, I'd like you to try to do it as much as you can with just listening to my words, although I will be demonstrating. This is universal spinal twist. So many of you are very familiar. So while you're on your back, you bring your arms out into a T. Bend your right knee, placing your right foot next to your left knee. Shift your whole body over to the right, coming up slightly onto your left hip. Take your left hand and place it alongside your right thigh, depending on wherever you can reach. This is the starting point. Take a breath in, and on the exhalation, take that right knee across your left leg. Maybe you'll get a crack. Look down your right arm. So your right shoulder, right arm should be in contact with the ground, and you're breathing into the twist. So this is similar to the sleeping abdominal pose that we have been doing. A little bit different. This one I prefer a little bit more, again, because I get usually a little crack in my back. So you're placing gentle pressure on the right thigh or knee as you bring it across the left side or the left leg, looking in the opposite direction of the knee. On your next inhalation, inhale the right knee up, shift your body back over, and exhale the right leg down. And take a moment to feel the difference. Feel from the right side to the left side. And then bend the left knee, placing the left foot next to the right knee. Shift your whole body now to the left and coming up slightly on the right hip. Take your right hand, place it alongside your left knee or your left thigh. And again, this is the starting position. Take a breath in, and then exhale, take the left knee across and look down your left arm, trying to keep your left shoulder down. Our shoulders are so tight, it's not easy. And just breathing naturally into the twist. And if there's any pain, maybe don't bring the knee so far across. Lighten up on the left knee. Taking a few breaths here, feeling the nice twist in the spine and the compression in the abdomen. And then on your next in-breath, inhale the left knee up, shift your body back over, exhale the left leg. And now you're back in Shavasana, feeling through the right and through the left sides. Now from here, we're coming onto the abdomen and we have a new one. It's one of my favorites. It may or may not be yours after today. It is a different cobra. It is twisting cobra. So it's awesome for your triceps, okay? So you're gonna build a lot of strength with this one. But you need to notice a couple different things. So we've been working on cobra with the big toes together. This is different. Your big toes are gonna be mat width apart and they're gonna be rolled under, okay? So just watch first. So everything else is the same. The pubic bone stays down, but now you're twisting, okay? And that's where it's gonna get a little tough, and you're taking multiple breaths. So come on down, bring your hands underneath your shoulder. Your feet are mat width apart, your toes are rolled under. Your shoulders creep forward, so pull them in, pull them down, engage your upper back. This is the starting position. Inhale, lift up, elbows come tight to the sides. Come to that point where you know your pubic bone's on the ground. Take a breath in and out here. Take another breath in. Exhale, look over your left shoulder towards your right. That's where you're trying to get to, towards your right heel. Inhale to the center. Exhale over your right shoulder, eventually looking at your left heel. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Now your arms might already feel tired. Inhale, come up. We're doing 5 like this. Exhale over the left shoulder. Inhale to center. Take those shoulders away from your ears. Exhale over the right shoulder. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. If this gets easy, you might be making an adjustment that's not bringing you to the best version of it. Exhale over your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale over your right shoulder. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Just 2 more. You can do it. Inhale up. Grabbing the ground. Elbows are in. Exhale left, watch your shoulders. Inhale to the center. Exhale over the right shoulder. Inhale, look up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale to the center. Exhale right. Inhale, look up. Exhale down. Take your arms out. Give your arms a break. Rest your head on your mat in Advasana, reverse corpse. Now, if you didn't feel anything, then you're pretty strong. And I'm guessing most of you felt that. So we're going to do it one more time, but now we're going to do it with just one breath. Okay, it's 5 more with just one breath. It is only half as painful, or half as challenging. It shouldn't be painful. All right, hands back underneath your shoulders. Take your feet wide again. See, by having your feet wide allows you to twist. Okay, so inhale, come up. Pull your shoulders down. Exhale over your left shoulder. Exhale over your right, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, look up. Exhale down. Sorry, so I think I did that wrong. Inhale, come up. Look left, look right, look up, exhale down. See, it's that much quicker. Inhale up. Look left, look right, look up, look down. 2 more. Inhale up. Left, right, up, down. Last one. Inhale up, left, right, up, down. Release again. Releasing into Advasana. If you like, you can also go into what's called Shashankasana or hare pose, otherwise known as child's pose. Pressing your hips back, giving yourself, your back a little bit of a break, and your arms a break, because your arms are going to need a break. Because what's coming up next will challenge you as well. So the next pose is called Santalanasana, or balancing pose, otherwise known as plank. So for today, we're just doing variation 1, which is your traditional arm plank, okay? So the way that I like to do it is to go in through table pose, mountain pose, plank. So table, mountain, plank, okay? Not plank, but completely straight back, okay? So shoulders are over the wrists, fingers are spread, shoulders are in their sockets, and you're pressing back on your heels, okay? You got it? Let's do it. 30-second plank, we're gonna do 2. Okay, let me get my clock so I can see it. All right, get ready. Hands underneath your shoulders. Roll your toes under. Inhale your hips up in mountain pose. From here, take your chest forward. Shoulders are over your wrists. Press your heels back, pull that belly button up, and the clock is ticking. Your fingers are spread. Your elbows are slightly bent. Your head is looking straight down in between your hands. And you're taking some nice deep breaths. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up, back through mountain pose. Come back down. Take your arms back. Give yourself a little break. Put your head down on your mat. And one more time. So if your wrists bother you, if you need to come down on your forearms, you can do that. For forearms, I like to do my hands put my hands like this, but the elbows then are underneath. Okay, so if you're having a lot of trouble with your wrist, please choose this option. Otherwise, come back through table, mountain pose. We're gonna go for 45 seconds. And the clock is ticking. Belly button's pulled up. Shoulders are in their sockets. You're grabbing the ground and you're breathing. With every breath, you're getting stronger. Maybe you're feeling your arms shake a little bit. Taking some deep breaths. You have 20 seconds. Keep pulling your belly up. Keep pushing those heels back. That takes some of the pressure off the arms. You have 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Press your hips up and come on down. Give your arms a break. Pull your arms behind you. Okay. Next up, we're going to do a few rounds of equestrian pose. For some reason, I'm not sure if we've done this one. I feel like we've had to do it. All right, well. All right, come up on your knees. Can somebody give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if we've done, someone who's new in class, have we done this? Yes? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
I don't think so.
You know, oh, okay, all right, because the reason I ask is because I have in the practice plan, as we're putting it into the full sun salutation, which is weird that I didn't have it in beforehand. But anyways, all right, so take your mat. If you're on a, thank you so much for telling me. If you're on a hard surface and your knees are kind of wonky, do this. That'll give you some more protection. I happen to be on carpeting, but still it doesn't hurt to pad the knees more. All right, so coming up onto your knees. So this is one of the sun salutation positions, and we're gonna do it separately, and then we're gonna add it to the first three that we've been doing of the sun salutation. So you're up on your knees. So we're gonna start with the right leg. So take a big step forward with the right leg, inhaling. Exhaling, come into your knee. So your knee is directly over your ankle. So it's a huge stretch in the hips. Your fingertips are reaching down. Shoulders can be back. And the idea that there's a little bit of a bend. We kind of want to do this. So see if you can stay upright. Knee again is over your ankle. Your knee is also tracking between your big toe and second toe. And if you feel it, if your heel's up right now, take a bigger step forward. So from here, take a breath in, press through the heel, and exhale, bring your leg around. So then the other side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, come into the knee. Again, check. Did you take a big enough step forward? Is your heel down? Is your knee over your ankle? Do you feel a huge stretch? Are your shoulders and hips in alignment? Take a press through the heel as you breathe in. Exhale, bring the leg around. We'll just do a few more on each side. Inhale, bring your foot forward. Exhale, come in. Yeah, definitely pad your knees. Inhale, press through your heel. Exhale. Now, if you're having trouble transitioning, find a focal point if you're feeling off balance. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, come into your knee. Inhale, press through your heel. Exhale, bring your leg around. Right leg, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Those of you, most of us have really tight hips. This is an awesome stretch. It's also called a runner's lunge. Okay, so we happen to call it equestrian, but it's also runner's lunge. When you finish, just reset your hips really quickly. And we're going to be coming up to a standing position. The other practices that I'm looking at right now, we're skipping over, are things that you've done last week, so they should be pretty familiar. And then we're going to move up through mountain pose, walking your hands back, roll up slowly, and come up to the front of the mat. Okay, so for last week's practice, you did prayer pose, raised arm pose, forward bend, hand to foot pose really, and then back up and through, the first three and last three. So now, and I've got to watch out for this pipe I have here. Now we're gonna add that equestrian pose. So you'll step right leg back, left leg back, feet together, and then come back up. Okay, so we're gonna put it all together. I need to organize this so you guys can see me better. It's all back. Okay. All right, so coming to the front of your mat. Okay, bringing your hands to your heart. See my feet. And from here, I can't see my head. It's never quite right. I need like a production crew here. Take a breath in and out. Inhale the arms up. Reach through your fingertips, lean back. Come up, exhale forward. Bend your knees. Now with your head up, inhale, take a big step back, coming into that equestrian or runner's lunge. So the knee is stacked over, your heels down. On an exhalation, bring your right leg under, switch your legs. Left leg back. So this is the first four and last four of the sun salutation. Exhale your left leg under, your knees are soft, hands are on your hips. Inhale, come up, reach your arms up, lean back, come up, and exhale into prayer. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up, hold the breath, lean back, come up, exhale forward. Bend your knees. Inhale the right leg back. My chest is off my thigh, so notice if yours isn't. Exhale the right leg under. Inhale the left leg back. Huge stretch. Exhale the left leg under. Knees are soft, hands are on your hips. Come up with the flat back. Sweep the arms up. Stretch through your fingertips. Lean back. Come up and exhale into prayer. Third one. Inhale up. Lean back. Come up, exhale forward, soften your knees. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale the right leg under. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale the left leg under. Inhale, come up, reach the arms up, lean back, come up, and exhale into prayer. And then come with the arms out to the sides. All right. So the last pose, we're not doing it because I'm just going to show you really quickly. It's the one that we have not done yet. And you can look it up, although the page is not there, but it's called Eka Padasana, and it's a balancing pose. Let me just show it to you so you have a mental picture. If you want to try one really quickly, you can. So you come to the back of your mat. Your arms are up. You take a big step forward. And as you lift your leg, your arms are coming out in front of you. So you come into this T position. There's a tendency to be kind of a broken umbrella. Some of you might know this as Warrior 3. Those of you who practice, you can see that I'm a little off balance today. So you're in this T position. That's Eka Padasana, 1 foot pose. So from here, please come into Shavasana. We're gonna move into Yoga Nidra practice, and I'm adding a new stage. So we have 38, 48, 58, about 17 minutes. So that is going to be a little bit quick, but I need to get this new stage in for you. So the new stage is stage 5. So as you're coming into Shavasana, I'm going to tell you a little bit about stage 5. Stage 5 is the opposites. So for today's class, you're going to be asked to make your body heavy and asked to make your body light, okay? And this stage of the practice activates the feeling part of the brain, the limbic system, the place where all of your past impressions are stored. memories. It's a storehouse. So these last two stages that we're putting into Yoga Nidra, stage 5 is this opposites. You're asked to bring a feeling and then the opposite. And there's heavy, light, hot, cold. There's other ones as well, but we stick with those two primarily in this class. And then the last one is visualizations, another one that has a lot to do with the limbic system. So knowing that all of the parts of Yoga Nidra, as you're settling in now, are activating different parts of the brain. So you can imagine that the body rotation has a lot to do with the, I just had the word, motor cortex, that's it, motor cortex. And then you have the breathing practice that we do in the middle. That has, there's been some research done. And when we practice breathing, focusing on our breathing, our amygdala shrinks. And that's the part of the brain that is often associated with anger. And people that are violent have abnormally large amygdalas. So when we practice the breath awareness in the middle of Yoga Nidra, it's working on that. So while we've talked a lot about Yoga Nidra being that practice that can allow your body to rest physically and get that nice 20-minute mini nap, there's also a lot of other things going on. So settling into Shavasana, noticing how you feel now compared to the beginning of the practice. Making any final adjustments. So your glasses are off, you've got the blanket where you need it to be. You guys have been doing this now for hopefully throughout the week for going into 7 weeks now. So you know the drill. So say to yourself mentally, I am now going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will remain awake. I will remain aware. Feel the whole body lying on the floor. Be aware of the whole physical space of the body, from the tips of the toes and fingers to the crown of the head. Full awareness of your body lying on the floor. Bring the awareness to the back of the body, feeling all of the body's meeting points against the floor. And take a deep breath in, releasing any tension, and allow your body to relax and the muscles to relax more fully into those points of contact. Feel the body grounded, feeling the contact between your body and the earth beneath you. Scan your body front and back and notice where clothing touches the skin, anything touching the skin, any sensation. Moving from one sensation to the next. Make a mental picture of the room. Visualizing all aspects of the room, the contents of it, and your position within it. Now listen for sounds. Moving from one sound to the next quickly. Extend to the furthest sound away. And now come to the closest sounds, sounds that are coming from you, whatever they may be. Specifically, come to the sound of the breath, if you're not already there. Following the breath, each breath as it moves in and out. Full awareness of the natural breath. Now is the time to remember your Sankalpa, your resolve. Repeat it 3 times mentally with full faith and commitment. Beginning with body rotation. Bring the awareness to the right side of the body, specifically to the right hand. Right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist. Lower arm, elbow. Upper arm, shoulder, armpit. Right side of the ribs, right side of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, instep. Sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth. Check the awareness, stay with the practice, move to the left side. Become aware of the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the ribs, left side of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, instep. Sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth. Check the awareness, stay with the instructions, go to the top of the head. Top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, where the lips come together, tongue, teeth, right side of the jaw, left side of the jaw, chin, front of the neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, the hollow between, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, center of the chest, upper abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, pelvis. Stay with the practice, move to the back of the body, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head. Become aware of the whole right leg, the whole left leg, the whole right arm, the whole left arm. Become aware of the torso, neck, head. Become aware of both legs together, right and left. The 2 arms together, torso, neck, head. Become aware of the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. Leaving body rotation, bring the awareness to the breath, specifically to the flow of the breath in the nostrils. Begin to follow the breath in the nostrils. Noticing the air is cool on the in-breath, slightly warmer on the out-breath. Fully focusing, perhaps even visualizing the path of the breath, moving in the shape of an inverted V. Inhaling through the nostrils to the eyebrow center, exhaling from the eyebrow center out each individual nostril. Keeping the awareness fixed on the breath in the nostrils, begin to count the breath backward from the number 18 down to the number 1. Beginning by breathing in 18 through the nostrils, breathing out 18 from the nostrils, breathing in 17, breathing out 17, and continuing on down to the number 1. Full awareness of the breath in the nostrils, counting the breath 18 down to 1. Stay awake, stay connected to the count and the breath. If the count is in question or lost, go back to 18. If one is reached, also begin again at 18. Now release the count, let go of the count, but continue to follow the breath, specifically focusing now on the exhalation. And with every exhalation, feel the body becoming heavier and heavier. With each exhalation, the body's becoming heavier and heavier, like lead. Create the feeling of heaviness. Heaviness in all parts of the body. Create the feeling of heaviness. Heavy legs, heavy arms, heavy torso, heavy head. Create the feeling of heaviness. Heaviness in all parts of the body. The body so heavy, no part could be lifted, even with effort. Whole body heavy. Whole body heavy. Whole body heavy. Let go of heaviness and focusing now on the inhalation. And with each in-breath, feel the entire body becoming lighter and lighter. With every inhalation, the body's becoming lighter and lighter, as if breathing in helium. Create the feeling of lightness, weightlessness in all parts of the body. With every inhalation, the body's becoming lighter and lighter, like a balloon. Feeling lightness in the legs, lightness in the hips, lightness in the torso, lightness in the arms, the hands, and the fingertips, lightness in the head. Create the feeling of lightness, weightlessness in all parts of the body. The body so light it can be barely felt. touching the floor. Whole body light, whole body light, whole body light. Leaving lightness and opposites, it's time once again to remember your Sankalpa. Repeat it 3 times mentally with full faith that it will come true when the time is right. Bring the awareness once again to the sounds around you. Actively listening for the variety of sounds that are inside and outside of your room. Listening for soft sounds and loud sounds. Moving quickly from one sound to the next. Make a mental picture of your room, visualizing the 4 walls, the ceiling, the window, the doors. But most importantly, your position in relation to the room and the contents of it. So imagine you can see yourself from above looking down and find yourself perfectly still lying on the floor in Shavasana. Seeing the clothing you've chosen, making a full connection to your body's position in relation to the room. Feel all of the meeting points between clothing and skin, mat and skin, floor and skin, anything touching the skin. Feeling the cool air against all exposed areas of skin. And then finally, bringing the awareness to the back of the body and feeling the full weight of your body against the floor. Feeling all of your body's contact points. Feeling the grounding effect between the heels and the floor, the back of the legs and buttocks and the floor. Feel the whole of your back, both shoulders, arms, hands, and your head all against the floor. And then shift the attention to the breath once again, making a connection to the natural breath, and then taking active control of it by beginning to breathe fully and deeply. And with each full and deep breath, notice how movement is being introduced into the stillness of your body, feeling more pronounced movement in the abdomen and the chest. And with each deep breath, also feeling your regular level of attention and alertness slowly coming back, remembering what you did prior to class, remembering some of the elements of the class, but most importantly, what are you doing now that this class and specifically this practice are coming to an end? And say to yourself mentally, this practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. You may begin to move. So begin to slowly move your legs, your feet, your hands, turn your head from side to side, bring one knee into the chest, the other knee into the chest, taking your time to slowly roll up and over, coming up to a seated position. So with a show of hands, did everybody make it to heavy and light? If you didn't make it, put your hand down. There's a good chance that that's a part of the practice, just so you know, as we go forward. A lot of times people will fall asleep during that part. They fall asleep between that stage 5 and stage 6. A lot of times the brain and the stuff that I said in the limbic system, the brain goes, nah, we're not gonna deal with that. And it's like, good night. I've had students that have never ever gotten through those 2 stages. I, for one, often fall asleep in visualizations. I'll be out completely. So anyways, we'll be adding on. You do have a practice of Kayasterium. There is stage 4. Stage 4 is the body tree. So please try to do that recording. Stage 1 through 4 and 12. Goodbye. If you'd like to stick around and ask questions, I'm here. And I'll see you next week.